you read this yet?
You mean this? I have.
I mean that one, yeah.
The One Piece Ace story.
Volume 1.
Formation of the Spade Pirates.
Woohoo! Created by Ichiro Oda, but written by
And this is an actual word book and not a manga.
Yeah. I think that's some cool sketches.
Yeah, and this is a book about Ace, or the Spade Pirates in its entirety, more or less.
Yeah, how they came to be, how Ace got established through his trip through paradise.
The first of 2 books. The second one starts when this ends, and I think it hasn't been released in English yet, but I think it ends when he actually joins the Whitebeard crew, and we know more or less the rest from there. So this is a look into the early stages of Ace pirate life, more or less.
So, what did you think about it?
I think, I don't know how you even call this a novel. It's mega short. There are 129 pages of actual text. No, it's even less than that, but let's say 120. And the text is super big. There can't be more than like 30,000 words in this, and that's not even a kid's book in word count. So it's more of a novella than an actual novel, but it's interesting, I guess. There's some stuff we didn't know about Ace and his crew in this that it's cool to learn about, but as a book, there's nothing there. There's no actual character arc for any of the character. There's no real plot, more than, this is how the Spade Pirates came to be, which we don't actually see either. We see Ace meet his first crew member, then it jumps, and we learn about a couple of the other ones, and then we jump again. It's about the formation of the Spade Pirates, but there's no actual red thread of an actual story. It's split apart in 3 parts with 3 different scenarios, more or less. And it wasn't that good written neither, so I'm not super.
I think it was still worthwhile. It was still a worthwhile read. I can sense some like Oda magic throughout the novel in a few instances, like with some of Ace crew members, their character traits, some stuff Ace does. Even the marine girl, Isuka, I thought she was pretty funny sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, I could totally imagine her being in the manga with her gags.
And without spoiling her backstory, feels very much like something from the manga that could have happened in a flashback.
Good, But the one character that I didn't like at all is actually the point of view himself, masked Deuce.
Yeah.
He feels so out of place, man.
Yeah.
I guess maybe because it's a novel and because it's from his perspective, but like his whole personality and the way he thinks.
He's a whiny little bitch.
Yeah, he's just annoying.
But this book is more about masked Deuce than it is about Ace, actually.
Exactly.
Which is disappointing. And another thing that I think is so great about One Piece is we never see people's thoughts. We never actually know what Luffy is thinking. We only see his actions and what he says. This book is very much like introspective all the time. He's thinking out loud and like remembering stuff that connects to stuff happening. It could have been just more, this happens, and we actually understand him as a character more from that. That would be a more interesting view and would feel more One Piece. This feels more like a young teenager, pretty bad novel with a whiny main character.
I mean, the first part of the novel was horrible.
Yeah.
It was only but there are some hidden gems here and there, like Ace crew members Mihail and Skull. The very few pages they appear in, I think they're hilarious.
Yeah.
And I could totally imagine like manga panels of them doing what they do and saying what they say. And Izuka as well. The main villain.
Doro, you mean?
Oh, he's like Daro. He's like a. How to say? It's like a budget Akainu.
Yeah, he is, yeah, and he only more or less shows up at the end. So maybe a small spoiler, but what the hell? Izuka is a kind of like smoker to Ace as well, but she's at least interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some parts that are cool, like, without spoiling again, learning how Ace found the fruit, how he actually reacted to being offered the Shichibukai position, which we knew he rejected it. Here we see it, which is cool, and in a lot of this can be seen as canon. Seeing as nothing contradicts things from the books.
There's actually one thing that contradicts.
Really?
Not the manga, but it contradicts the Vivre cards. Right? Because the Vivre card states that Ace doesn't have Haki. He only got the King's Haki.
Right.
He doesn't have the armament or observation.
Yeah.
Well, this novel doesn't really go into Haki. It doesn't go into details, but it says something along the lines of Ace having Haki.
Yeah, he uses Haki in a very prominent way. Yeah, that's strange. But I guess the Vivre cards, they looked at what actually happened in the manga and just went along with, he doesn't have it. Which is strange anyway, seeing as he was a second in command. Or third in command on Whitebeard's crew. He should have had it, otherwise he would be pointless in the new world. So
one thing that is really cool is the sketches at the end of the novel, right?
Yeah.
I love those sketches, man. I think the book is worth buying only for those sketches, because you can see all of Ace crew members, and you can pick them how they appear in the manga, you know?
Yeah.
It's so cool. You can say, oh, there's that guy, and the cat is there, and the long arm member is there. You can actually find them in the background in the manga.
Yeah.
And this is like in Marineford, right? And that's like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And this book just came out in Japan like a year ago, maybe?
2 years ago in 2018.
2 years ago,
yeah.
And we finally got the details on these characters, and these characters have been created years ago, man.
Yeah.
I love stuff like that.
I wonder if Oda sometime long ago thought about doing an actual flashback of Ace's story, and then rejected it, maybe because he don't have the time, and that's the reason those characters actually exist in a couple of small panels in the manga.
Yeah. So they're canon, that we know for sure.
Yeah.
Masked Deuce, the main character, he never appeared in the manga.
Yeah.
He's the character that feels the least One Piece out of everyone in the novel.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's definitely.
Yeah, he's not canon. Yeah, and I think it's a little bit strange. There's what is so good about One Piece as well is that like the crew very much feels like a family, and they feel like they can't live without each other. This feels for a very long time like, okay, they're just traveling together. Masked Deuce even says something along lines of, I will not remember you guys when I'm old. His dream is writing a chronicle of his journeys, and he says that he won't write their names in the journal, which is it feels very sinister.
I never understood that.
Yeah,
To be honest.
maybe it's a joke, but it's a very bad joke, and he feels like a piece of shit, honestly.
Yeah.
He should be the second in command. He should be Zorro. He should very much be a heart of the crew. He's not.
But at least Isuka is cool.
Yeah, she's cool.
The marine lady.
Would be fun if she showed up somewhere in the future. We don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe she's dead. I wonder if did Weevil hunt down and kill the Spade pirates as well?
I don't think so.
They were part of the Whitebeard crew with Ace and joined him.
Yeah, because Weevil, he purposely hunted down the New World affiliated Whitebeard captains, right?
And not the commanders, you
No.
mean, or an actual
Yeah,
crew?
No mention of him taking out any commander. I don't think so.
Yeah. Hopefully he killed Masked Deuce. That would be...
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you changed my mind.
Masked Deuce is
Maybe.
canon, but he's dead. Okay, maybe the second novel or novella is better than this one.
Yeah. Okay, verdict.
5 out of 10 Ace hats, I think. There's some interesting parts in it, and some characters that are cool. And as always, there's fun seeing stuff that is in the One Piece world that we can connect and makes it a bigger world, but we don't actually see in the manga, like Shiki and C and stuff like that from the movies. So yeah, it's not all bad. And it's One Piece, so what the hell.
Yeah, it's One Piece. That's why I give it 7 out of 10.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, if it wasn't One Piece, maybe
2?
4 or 5. 4. No, but there's some scenes, some scenarios happening in the novel. They feel very much One Piece, like with the jokes, some of the characters. So, yeah, I like it. It's the main character, Masked Deuce, that I have a problem with, and just the One Piece is not really fit in the novel medium.
From a good writer,
Unless they have
maybe.
a very good imagination.
Yeah, it's fun that Masked Deuce means shit.
Alright, man. I'm gonna go and take a Masked Deuce in the toilet.